Good afternoon. We are at the Lay property. We're going to be completing a repairability test. We'll be on this right slope, which is northwest. We have this damaged shingle. We'll do our repair test on this one and we'll see how it affects all of those surrounding shingles. I'll give you an overview of all of those surrounding shingles before we get started. See, all of these tabs just above are all still sealed down. For my tools, I'll be using a flat bar, putty knife, hammer, and roof snake. We get started with the putty knife. We'll use that to unseal the top shingle. Then we'll use a flat bar to unseal the rest of those shingles. See if there's any differences in those two tools. Now we'll start removing these nails. Alright, we got that damaged shingle out. We'll go and slide this new shingle in. Start getting some nails back in there now. I'll be using the roof snake for that. we're all complete with the repairability test. Give you another overview of all of those surrounding shingles. And we'll take a closer look at these tabs right above the new shingle. You can see some stress fracturing along some of these tabs. This one we can see is real bad in the corner there where that matting broke. That's going to be damaging the integrity of that shingle and also affecting its water shedding capabilities, as the matting is the main component for that. You can feel where that shingle with the stress fracture is much weaker in that area, in the top towards where that stress fracture is. That's going to not allow that shingle to do what it was designed to do as best as it should. Got a stress fracture all across this tab. Stress fracture along here. Then we'll take a look underneath at the mat transfer. We had quite a bit of it. You can see some mat transferred there. Big chunk of matting. You can see where it was taken off the bottom of that tab, leaving all of the exposed fiberglass. So that'll also be damaging the shingle as well. As we can see, that is missing quite a bit of matting there. And that'll also make it extremely difficult for those shingles to reseal properly once repairs have been made. Some more mat transfer there, along with the exposed fiberglass. Big chunk there as well. Huge area of exposed fiberglass there due to the mat transfer. Some more mat transfer along this one. So we can see mat transfer along both of these rows, which we use the putty knife to unseal the top row here, and then we use the flat bar to unseal this bottom row. We can see mat transfer along both those rows of shingles, so it looks like no matter what tool is used, it's going to cause some pretty significant mat transfer. We can see more along this tab here, leaving the exposed fiberglass. More mat transfer. And mat transfer there as well. So quite a bit of mat transfer. We have some stress fractures as well, not to every single tab, but we have 3 tabs it looks like, where we have pretty significant stress fractures as well. So with all of those stress fractures along with the matting transfer, I do not believe repairs are feasible to this roof. We can see we have shingle 5, 1 tab on shingle 6, and then shingle 7, all damaged. During the repairability test here, just from being lifted and having to unseal those shingles, which caused that mat transfer. So we have an additional 3 damaged shingles just from repairing this one wind damage shingle. And those are going to be potential leak intrusions due to those damages. So I do not believe repairs are feasible due to that. As we can see, the wind damage is pretty widespread on this roof. We have one wind crease shingle there, some right here, one there. So if repairs were made to this roof, we can see the condition of those surrounding shingles that they'll be left in. They'll be left with stress fractures, a ton of mat transfer, and this insured will have potential leak intrusions all over their roof, which would not be indemnification. So I'll go ahead and continue getting the rest of those damages chalked up, the mat transfer, and then I'll get some better pictures of all of those. And thank you for your time.